Just like the best training plans require periods of recovery and reflection, our team around the globe used this time to ensure Ironman and Ironman 70.3 events will be ready for your return. We want to be back racing as soon as possible in a way that reduces risk for our athletes, volunteers, staff, and communities. We need our host cities to feel confident, our partners to feel prepared, and of course, our athletes to feel reassured and ready to race. To do this, we've looked at every aspect of the race experience and identified changes to the way we do things, referencing standards from the World Health Organization and with guidance from Ironman's Global Medical Advisory Board and our experienced team of event operators. Here are some of the key changes you may see at your next race. We will be conducting health screenings on site for all of our athletes. This health screening will include a health questionnaire. At many races, a no-touch temperature screening will also be a part of the process. This first step will help us maintain a safe and healthy environment throughout the athlete village and beyond. In addition, physical distancing markers placed throughout the event venues will promote appropriate spacing, especially when queuing. And at some events, designated check-in times for packet pickup, bike check, or gear bag check-in may be prescribed. Our athlete briefings and welcome functions may now be presented in a digital-only format to avoid non-essential gatherings.
And run right past our finish line.
On race day, new initiatives will reduce touch points and interactions with staff, volunteers, and other athletes. For instance, reducing the number of bikes per rack. Additionally, athlete self-reliance choices can further reduce these touch points and interactions.
At some races, the layout and flow of the SwimStar will be reimagined to reduce the number of athletes waiting in a confined area. Variations include multiple smaller waves, pulsed rolling starts, or wider entry points based on what is right for the event venue. Information on each event's specific SwimStar format will be provided in the Event Athlete Information Guide.
Our transition areas will undergo some modifications too, including allowing more space for athlete flow.
Closed change tents will be replaced with open-sided or shade tents with appropriately spaced seating inside. And pending local operational constraints, athletes will now rack their own bikes rather than relying on bike catchers or handlers when coming in from completing the bike course. Our aid stations will also change.
The number and location of bike and run aid stations will be available in each event's athlete information guide. For our Ironman events, greater emphasis will be placed on the special needs area, which will be expanded, enabling athletes to further choose their level of self-reliance.
Out on the bike course, bike aid station volunteers will continue to provide that aid directly to the athletes. But for the run course, aid stations will be set up in a self-serve format for athletes to safely grab and go with volunteers on hand to restock rather than serve. Rest assured, there will be no changes to the red carpet that will greet you at the end of your race, though we have optimized the finish line area to give all athletes, volunteers, and staff plenty of room. That means more personal space for your no-touch finish line celebrations, whether it be fist pumps or robot dance moves. Our new practices, together with optional athlete self-reliance recommendations, as outlined in our Athlete Smart program, can reduce as much as 90% of total touch points and interactions for our athletes. It's up to each athlete to make their individual race choices. Our team is there to support you along your journey. It's important to know that not all of these changes will be visible at all races, as we work within the unique environments, circumstances, and expectations of each race community. And in these dynamic times, our practices will continuously evolve, with races subject to further precautions in alignment with regional and local government recommendation. While your next start line may feel like it is distant, rest assured that we will be ready and excited to welcome you when the time is right. Our aim is to get you back racing safely so that you can continue to achieve your goals and prove that anything is possible.